аз съм Ания от WEBIT Academy. При нас е мистер Andrew Bradford. And I'll speak in English, of course. He is the Director of EU Strategy and Research, America Online Advertising. So now we have some questions to him. Hello and
hi there.
Welcome here to WEBIT and in Bulgaria, of course. Mr. Bradford, which you think are the most important present and emerging trends in the internet advertising?
I think the increasing complexity of consumer behavior and the old methods of manually targeting people that we saw in traditional media simply can't do the job now. And so we're moving toward a world in which we're seeing increasing amounts of automation, targeting, behavioral targeting, geodemographic targeting, all sorts of new targeting capabilities that are the only probably mechanism for targeting those consumers in the right places that they need to be found, because that will ultimately give us the holy trinity of advertising, which is economy, effectiveness and efficiency.
What are your expectations for the development of the internet advertising in the next few years?
I think we're going to see continued growth, and I think that we're going to, even in those more mature markets such as the US and the UK, I think we're going to see a realignment of the share that search commands in those markets as we see increased levels of content being produced and quality content targeted at the right people, which I think will drive more display advertising.
So increase, that's the word.
Yeah.
How do you expect the internet advertising in Europe to develop?
I think it'll be different in different parts of Europe, but I think all across Europe we'll see levels of huge increase still, and I think that in some of those markets they'll be faster than others.
What about this region here, southeastern Europe?
Well,
is it different?
I think it is slightly different. I think there are different cultural norms that you see that are not shared with the UK or France or Germany, so there'll be different cultural norms, and there'll be different levels of internet penetration, different levels of mobile penetration as well, which I think will affect the structure of the market going forward.
How did the global economic crisis change the European market of internet advertising?
It put a lot of pressure on, and I think through this year we've seen very little growth, perhaps zero. This year, perhaps zero growth. But I think that in the fourth quarter of this year, we're going to see things picking up again, particularly on the display side.
So we hope to be next year.
I think things are beginning to pick up a little. Confidence is returning.
In which areas of the internet advertising do you expect greatest growth in the next few years?
I think display. Display is only 23% of revenues in the UK, and I think that's going to grow as we get more content through.
What are your expectations for the development of the internet advertising market in southeastern Europe?
I think we'll continue to. I think that southeastern Europe will probably, if it plays a good game, it will take some of the good things from London and from New York and Paris, and I think it'll develop its own things as well. The one thing that we always see with the internet is that the ability to develop new solutions that can happen very, very locally, and I think we will see an increasing level of localization as well.
We have to have a hard job to do, I think.
Yes.
So what opportunities do you see for the interactive agencies in Europe?
I think it's going to be tough. They are squeezed on their margins at the moment, but if they can really provide greater value and continue to demonstrate a return on the investment that the clients are making, I think there's a fantastic opportunity for them to thrive. But you know, it's been a very tough year, particularly for interactive agencies that tend to be small, and they haven't been as insulated from the financial problems.
Can you foresee some business opportunities for the internet companies here in Bulgaria?
Oh, I don't think I'm expert enough, unfortunately.
Do you know something specific for Bulgarian market or?
No, I'm afraid I don't. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so WEBIT is among the largest expos and conferences for e-business and e-marketing in Europe, and the only one for Southeastern Europe. I think you know this. It has impressive list of keynote speakers, some of the most influential people in the European e-business, e-marketing and e-advertising. Does your company plan development here in the region, and is your presence here related to eventual business opportunities here in the region? What do you think?
Well, I mean, for any significant online player at the moment, scale is critically important. And we're a scale business, and we need to expand the reach of consumers right across Europe, Asia, South America. So we are actively engaged in developing those systems that will allow us to target in all countries across Europe.
Including markets here in Southeast Europe.
That's right, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Mr. Bradford from America Online, especially for WEBIT.
Thank you.